Reich Gold, Operation Twilight. 001. Berlin, April 1945. In the bunker beneath the Chancellery, the air reeks of sweat, fear, and betrayal. The end rages above the city. Soviet artillery has already shattered the concrete walls of the High Command, and in the corridors of the underground shelter, ghosts of defeat roam. But at the center of this darkness, the leader is still planning. Not his escape, not his death, his disappearance. Not merely the vanishing of a man, but the erasure of an idea, a symbol, and a treasure. 045. The German war machine didn't run on fuel. It ran on gold. Throughout the war, under the guise of official programs, the elite guard confiscated valuables from occupied territories, looted banks, museums, and private collections. But the gold that never made it into any official report remained hidden in the black ledger of the regime. They called it victory gold. Its disappearance remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. 1:30. On the night of April 28th to 29th, 1945, just a day before the leader's reported suicide, 3 convoys under the codename Geisterzug, ghost trains, left Berlin. All records of the operation were destroyed, but one man who saw the cargo left behind a message in the form of a coded diary. The story of that diary began in 2023. 1. Bauer's diary. When German historian Leonard Bauer died at the age of 96, his grandson Matthias inherited an old suitcase. Inside, a Mauser pistol, a photograph of 2 uniformed men standing before mountains, and a leather-bound journal. On the first page, trust no one, not even those who wear your clothes. On the last page, coordinates, and a strange word, Tarnschatten, camouflage shadow. 2. The missing archive. Matthias contacted the Federal Archive in Koblenz, where he encountered a former intelligence officer, Gerhard Kallmann. Kallmann refused to help. 3 days later, he was found dead in his car. Official cause, suicide, but surveillance footage from near his home had mysteriously vanished. His final message: stop digging. You have no idea what this web holds. It's not just gold. It's an ideological launch code. 3. Codename, Operation Twilight. Matthias's investigation led to a facility marked on a Soviet map only once, in 1953, during a classified KGB mission. The location was labeled Concrete Void Number 7, Carpathian Mountains, Ukraine. Under the cover of an archaeological mission, Matthias travels there, but he is shadowed by a white van with no plates. In the Carpathians, he uncovers a deserted Cold War base. On the wall, a chilling inscription: caution, the doors open only for those who know 3 dates: the beginning, the end, and the day of return. 4. The Iron Gates. With the help of a Czech engineer specializing in World War II-era tunnels, Matthias deciphers the locking mechanism. The 3 dates are January 30th, 1933, the leader's rise to power; April 30th, 1945, his death; May 8th, 2025, a date yet to come. According to Bauer, that is when the gates will open again. 5. The Nachtflamme file. Matthias discovers a lead on the Nachtflamme, Night Flame, file, locked in a Swiss bank vault. Access requires 3 conditions: possession of Bauer's journal, biometric data of a direct descendant of a high-ranking regime official, connection to Schwarzwind, a covert communication network used by the regime's loyalists, still partially undeciphered. The trail points toward Buenos Aires. 6. Shadows of South America. In Argentina, Matthias meets researcher Ines Altgeld, who grew up hearing tales of a golden caravan that crossed Patagonia. Together, they locate a hidden mountain shelter, sealed with a symbol of the Black Sunday. Inside, human remains, a wall-mounted safe, and an old film reel. The footage shows an interrogation. A man with a European accent confesses to transporting cargo number 6 to point T7. Point T. The clues lead Matthias to western Ukraine, to a forgotten mine between villages not found on any modern map. According to Bauer's notes, this is the final stop of the Geisterzug route. Matthias descends into the shaft. But it's not just a mine. It's an underground facility, complete with armored doors, ventilation systems, and remnants of wartime machinery, carved into the wall. Our defeat is only a pause. 8. End of Part 1. She Who Remembers. As Matthias prepares to go deeper, his location is exposed. That night, a black SUV arrives at the base camp. Camouflaged men with no insignias abducting us. They leave behind nothing but ashes and a warning. The gold isn't yours. It has already begun its work. At the very end of the tunnel, Matthias finds a steel plate with the engraving. Here lies the future of the Empire. Do not open until the third attempt. And in that same instant, the metallic click of a pistol behind him. A voice from the shadows speaks. You weren't supposed to see this. But now that you have, make your choice. Are you with us? To be continued in Part 2. Key to the Empire.